children and families we serve. We're thrilled to be with you, enjoying this beautiful, chilly evening under the stars. And we're so grateful to our honorees, funders, justice partners, and other colleagues who all work throughout the year to ensure that children and families impacted by abuse and neglect receive the advocacy, services, and support that they need to thrive. In the 32 years that CLC has represented children in the foster care system, our practice has grown and evolved in a myriad of ways. When I joined CLC in 1992, yes, I just celebrated 3 years with this amazing organization. There were approximately 45 staff attorneys and a handful of social workers, serving only a fraction of the families in the Los Angeles County Child Welfare System. Today, our staff of close to 600 people provide multidisciplinary representation to every child and young adult in the child welfare system in LA, Placer, and Sacramento. Our attorneys are in court every day, fighting for our young clients, advocating for needed services, challenging unnecessary separations, and working to strengthen families. In the past year, our courtroom advocacy resulted in over 6,000 children finding permanence, either through a unification with one or both parents, legal guardianship, or adoption. We have developed specializations in education, mental health, juvenile justice, expectant and parenting youth, commercially sexually exploited children, regional center immigration, and more. CLC has doubled down on putting youth voice at the center of every decision. Later tonight, you will learn more about the role of our peer advocates and case managers who work alongside attorneys serving our teen and young adult clients. Thanks to a generous donor, we'll be kicking off our Youth Advisory Council in early 2013. This council, which will be comprised of former foster youth, will work hand in hand with staff to elevate youth voice and to develop a continuous feedback loop with our clients, allowing for peer-to-peer exchange and continuous quality improvement. As we near the 1-year mark since developing our new strategic plan, we remain humbled by the task, but no less committed to doing everything within our reach to eliminate the overrepresentation of and disparate outcomes for Black, Native, Latinx, and GLBTQ+ children in the child welfare system. Our small but mighty DEI and training teams continue to provide hard-hitting CLC trainings coupled with practical strategies for combating systemic racism within the child welfare and court systems. We know achieving this goal is both a sprint and a marathon. We must do all we can today, and we recognize that there is no easy answer and no quick fix. This time last year, we were in the planning stage to pilot a housing project. Despite the incredible challenges presented for foster youth by the housing crisis, our team has thus far assisted 86 clients to secure housing and stabilization, giving them the roots that they need to grow and flourish. Our pre-filing initiative has successfully served close to 90 young parents. An attorney and parent support case manager work together with identified CLC clients to prevent their babies from entering foster care, providing the young parents with the legal services, support, and guidance both before and after the birth of their child that they need to break the foster care cycle. This past spring, a private donation allowed us to lay the groundwork to expand our prevention work. The new CLC Family Support and Advocacy Center will provide former foster youth, who are now parents themselves, with the advocacy and support they need to safely parent and to keep their children out of the foster care system. Today, there are 4,000 parents in Los Angeles with open court cases who were themselves once foster youth, raised by the system that is now raising their children. This community can and must do better. Tonight, you have an opportunity to be a part of this groundbreaking effort to change the future. Help us reach our fundraising goal, and your contribution will be matched by our amazing donors, Dara and Conan Barker, guaranteeing that this new initiative has the staff necessary to meet this overwhelming need. Unfortunately, Dara and Conan were not able to join us tonight, but we are so grateful for their commitment. Thanks to the fundraise at last year's gala, CLC filled nearly 100 client needs requests each month over the past year. Everything from a MacBook for a student heading off to architecture school to kitchen appliances for a grandmother caring for her grandchildren on a fixed income. We supplied school uniforms, eyeglasses, musical instruments, and funding for cheerleading and football camps. We have purchased diapers, wet wipes, and baby formula when there's a shortage. For many clients, cell phones are their lifeline. We assisted in repairing phones and tablets so that youth could stay in contact with their siblings, extended family, and service providers. None of this can happen without your support. So thank you again. In addition to relying on donors like all of you to help fund our work, we also rely on partnerships with state lawmakers and local elected officials to champion the initiatives that help move our system and our state forward. Their passion, leadership, and courage have fueled critically important change, creating more opportunities and higher standards of care for California's children. Tonight, we're honoring one of those champions, Assemblymember Mike Gipson, a native Angelino. Come on up, Mike. He's a native Angelino, born and raised in Watts, and he has dedicated his career to public service. He represented the city of Carson as a council member for nearly a decade before joining the state assembly in 2014. Assemblymember Gipson is a leader in the California legislature. He has served as the Assembly Democratic Caucus Chair every year since 2014. He has also been a champion for children and youth in foster care, many of whom live in his district. In 2019, he authored game-changing legislation which expanded the Foster Youth Bill of Rights, codifying specified rights for LGBTQ+ youth in foster care. Assemblymember Gipson also authored AB 748, a bill that CLC co-sponsored, which eliminated unjust barriers to supports and services for youth over 18 in extended foster care. As you will learn about in the video later in the program, extended foster care addresses many of the challenges facing transition-age youth, including housing and food instability, and his bill has helped many young people access this critical resource. Assemblymember Gipson, it has been such a pleasure to work with you, and we look forward to continuing to fight the good fight together. We at CLC are truly in awe of your dedication to bettering the lives of Californians, and especially our clients, and who often feel as if no one is on their side. In recognition and appreciation of your ongoing service and commitment to children and families, I am honored to present you with CLC's Champion Award. Oh, one.
Thank you very much, Leslie. I am absolutely honored and delighted to be among such great leaders. It's amazing to me that you're honoring me today. Certainly the work that I do really doesn't need to be recognized in this fashion. You see, Leslie, every time I wake up, I understand my why. And I think that everyone that makes up this great organization, you're committed beyond measure, that it's not about you. To the lawyers defending our young people, you wake up and understand that it's not about you, but it's about our foster youth. You are so committed as frontline warriors to making a difference, to championing the cause and fighting and believing in what you do. It is amazing to me that you're honoring me today, because I think that it's the young people who've been in this system, who make it out of this system. Those are the champions. Those are the individuals that I wake up and fight for each and every day, because it's not about me. And I am so excited to champion with this great organization. I look forward to each and every year of a new year championing the cause. Since 2014, when I was so honored and blessed to be elected by residents of Watts Willowbrook, where I was born and raised, Compton, Carson, Wilmington, North Long Beach, Linwood, Gardena, and also Torrance. Those amazing people elected me to do a job to champion for those who have no voice, to stand up for those who can't stand up for themselves, and champion their cause and make a difference in their lives each and every day. And so since 2014, I take on the responsibility. Not only 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21, 22, and I'm looking forward with the great anticipation of 2003 to finish the work that we need to do on behalf of our foster youth in the state of California. Nothing what I said a few moments ago is on these notes, so I'm just going to close them up. But I'm going to leave and say this. This young man named, I think his name is Gabriel. We were making sure that foster youth continue to stay connected with their biological siblings. Important, critical. And I remember him testifying before a committee that I was presenting the bill. And he had a twin brother and he was separated. And they were separated for a long time. And then a social worker broke the rules to say that I know where your brother lived, not too far. You guys maybe go to the same school. I think that was a story. And right before they was to be reunited, his twin brother was killed. And he said at that committee, I never had an opportunity to see if we had mannerisms the same, if we walked the same way, did we look like our mother or our father? That broke my heart. I want to make sure that no child in the foster care system have to talk about something like that ever again. So I want to say to this great organization, count on me. I will stand with you as I always stood with you. You make the difference because you are the frontline warriors. And at the end of the night, when you feel that you're so exhausted, and sometimes you may want to feel like you want to throw in a towel, I hope that there's somebody there throwing the towel back into you and telling you to get back in the ring and fight again, because our young people deserve it. They are worth fighting for. And so on behalf of the California State Assembly, you have awarded me. Leslie, would you please come up? I have a certificate on behalf of the 500,000 people that I represent. It reads, Children's Law Center of America, on behalf of the California State Assembly and the residents of the 64th State Assembly District, we congratulate you on your exemplary work, in California and throughout our community. This day, November the 4th, 2022, is signed by Mike Gipson, but let's not get it twisted. It's on behalf of the 500,000 people that I am honored and blessed to represent in the California State Assembly. Thank you very much. Woo!